Okay, everybody. So, good morning. Now, today we're going to finish off with what we were reading about. And then this afternoon we will get into that information, which I didn't get into the other day. Because I have a lot of things to juggle at one time, as you all are aware. I'm just going to be right back to get the light on here. Okay, so today I'm going to go over all of the information for the written portion. Okay, now, so open up your Kindles. Now, what it will do when you open it up is it will turn to the page that we stopped at, and then we'll just resume. So we talked about the importance of food and also dinner tables. We talked about the sensory items like touch and taste. We did a couple of activities with that. We talked about kind of the negatives to Taurus, of how stubborn and bullheaded it can be, because when it's fixed, when it finds something, when it makes up its mind, it won't change. It won't change what it's doing and what it's saying. Unless it's its own decision to do something, as you know, and they're very, very sensitive to their environment. They like their own personal things, they like what they're used to. Now we're going to get into more of the routines and grounded practical entities of Taurus. So Taurian children are tactile learners. They do well with immersive experiences to accompany their book learning and school assignments. This will help solidify their understanding through being able to get their hands dirty, build touch, and fully experience the information introduced with all of their senses. So immersive learning. So essential using the body to learn and using the senses. We know what the senses are. For this reason, they'll sure love recess and field trips. Recess offers a chance to get outside and experience nature, and school field trips to the aquarium, the museum, and horoscope sites offer the chance to learn in the hands-on way they really thrive with and adore. So not sitting in a classroom looking at the teacher or reading a book. Rather, getting outside, going to the museum or somewhere along those lines. On a similar note, teaching them early on the value of their effort, time, and resources through helping. So we don't have very much to finish up. So on a similar note, teaching them early on the value of the effort, time, and resources through helping out around the house with chores is great for young Taurians. Again, that routine and that stability, wanting to help out. And, I know what you're thinking with chores, but the moon's in Virgo. So, is there a chore that any of you enjoy at your house? Does anyone want to raise their hands? Okay. And is there any fun activity that was engaging and hands-on that you did in school? Does anyone have anything? Okay. So, if they seem a little bored or are leaning towards laziness, give them a task. They'll perk up ready the chance to do something to be helpful. They relish the experience of seeing a project through and flourish on the appreciation that comes with a job well done. So again, that wanting to be productive and that, that good feeling of achievement, but also not really feeling the achievement of getting it done, but also enjoying the actual experience of doing that task, doing that chore. So offer an allowance, like a money allowance, because they're very, very good with money, with material things. And again, that earthly feeling of checking things off the list, just that feeling is just so good to earth people. So, since this is one of the signs most naturally inclined towards finances and managing resources, starting them off with a strong foundation while earning and saving will save them up for success and fine-tune their natural ability to accumulate wealth and manage the financial security in their life. So finance and research and money management, basically. And so Taurians are really good with money, and money, as you know, is grounded and practical. Leo and Earth sign. So, let's see. So Taurus children do well with routines they're stuck to. So how many have their own bank accounts? I forgot to ask this. How many are good with sorting out spending and saving? I mean, all the economical terms of money. I have to pass on that one. But how many of you are good at that? Okay. How many of you are Taurus Sun? Okay. Have any birthdays today? Okay. Excellent. So, Taurus children do well with stick-to routines. They're not big fans of change, so introducing a change too quickly will likely have you in a standoff with a small person that may very well outlast you, so they don't like change. They get into a routine and they stay into that routine. They don't like to go off and try new things easy. Taurus kids can hold firm tight till the crows come home. They crave the comfort of what is known and familiar. They're creatures of habit, known and familiar, don't like change. I just want to get into a personal story. So I have a family member of mine who is a Taurus. And that's my grandpa, because he's a Taurus. And that really, resonates, because they're very, very slow, grounded, essential creatures that, don't like change and, like familiar comfort. Do the same things over and over again. Listen to the same music over and over again. And all those kinds of things. So they find the routine soothing and steadying, which is important to them. Keeps them steady, they're very steady. As this is a security-oriented sign. Change is a necessary part of life, but when introducing to a young Taurus, you will have more pleasant results for all parties involved if you do so slowly and over time whenever possible. So implementing those changes, just little by little and bit by bit, very, very small, just edging and not really going in and just changing everything up, because that will not result in good things. So remain solid and consistent yourself, showing example that all is well and that change is completely natural and nothing to fret about, because we're anxious about changing things. Speaking of habits, ensure that good ones are set in place and try to nip any poor habits right away, as these little ones latch on to consistent habits quickly, and it will be arduous to break a bad habit once they become accustomed to it. Now, my grandpa, his bad habit, this is one of his comforts that he got attached to, and it did not get nipped in the bud when he did, and it's, I tried to fight about it, but I don't think that's going to go away. Smoking. Smokes. He has a pipe that he smokes. And you all probably learned about that when you were in health class. If you ever been in any health class, then you know the negatives to that, and how it's bad for your health, and your hygiene. People will not be wanting to be around you if you smell badly. And it could also mean that you, like your teeth get dark or whatever, and it's just not good for your lungs. Also interferes with like your tasting of things. It doesn't keep the system in you really, really clean. I can assure you that any Virgo would not be okay with that. Anyone who is born under a Virgo sun, you will not find them smoking. You will not. Anyone born under a Pisces sun, probably. But Virgo, I can assure you that that's very, very, very unlikely. And so that's his habit that he is stuck to, and he joined a bandwagon in his time of life and society. When back then, it was okay to do that. It was socially popular and acceptable. But people were dumb. They were unwise. And I find that he's a little bit stuck in his own time period, where right now we're smarter and we know it's good, we know it's bad. But, he really took that path of shame and didn't make a good choice for his future. So you see, those decisions that you make really, really impact your future. And I'm just going to warn all of you that if anyone offers you cigarettes or anything of the sort, because all of it's bad, even vaping, like electronic cigarettes, if anyone offers that, turn them down. Just say no. If I have a house, strict rules, no smoking. Because those are really going to mess your life up if you do that. So he made a very, very bad decision, and I say shame on him for making that bad decision. But so far addicted, so far into it, I don't think that there could be a lot of change made unless it has to be done with force and toughness. But so anyway, let's just skip through this personal story here. So Taurus is good at combining their talents with the above average diligence to achieve a level of excellence through consistent effort, which inspires others to be solid. They're consistent. They follow through. So that is Taurus as a child section. Thank you very, very much. This afternoon, after lunch, we'll come here and I will go over the written portion.